You create in the center of this, each individually, atomic, even here in a line, here in a line, here in a line, an atomic plasma gas, which is a singular gas of the plasma, which is actually just a neutron itself. Neutron will take its in place, or what you call the proton behavior, but in fact, because it brings the electron, it becomes a neutron behavior. So what you're gonna have is center of plasmas. That these, in fact, will do at any time allows you to create the 3 layers needed for to give tangibility and physicality to your system at its boundary. Go back to the understanding of the skin of the man. So when Ali speaks about hydrogen, we speak about the plasma of a proton and electron, which is part of it, and they, because of the way you GaNs coated your coils, have come to this. Understand something very simple how it works. You have the copper, yeah. Then you have nano coated the copper by caustic, which is here on this level. If I can get my colors right. You have nano coated on this level here. Then what you have done, you coated them with different materials like copper oxide. And then you coated them with something else, or if you can use the white, if you can see the white here, with CO2, and then you coated them with, which is this color of more or less CH3. When you turn this into the direction of the coils, you see what happens. This is the, I try to do it here. If I can, I go on the blue. You have created a ring of the copper, which is this one. Then what you had, you added now the nano coating to it, which is this one. Now you added, let's say, your copper oxide, which is this one. These are all in the gas state. Then you added your CO2, and then you added your CH3. So if you look, this is your copper here. Your copper now, this is what I told you even in the tapes we speak about, yeah? For the first time, man has been taught how to control the plasma. If you look, you have the same structure outside. You have the nano coating. This is a tube, huh? Don't make a mistake. You still have your green here, and you still have your red. So when you look at any of these structures like here, this is what you have. When you create a current flow within the structure of the copper, and if you can handle it the right way, clockwise or anti-clockwise, because these are GaNs state, they start rotating. And if you remember what we saw with the coils, when we put the GaNs in the cores, you saw the nano material, the GaNs in the boundary, you saw the water, and we saw empty space. So now the empty space here in the center becomes the atomic plasma of proton or neutron, whatever you want to call it. Ali calls it the hydrogen. We don't ionize. This is how this orange, which is a CH3, the orange will release his hydrogen plasmas and they become the center because it's the lightest. Because now your nano coated material, the copper, behaves as a centrifuge vacuum. And then this is the process which is said. That's why I walked you into this, that you will slowly understand. If you look at these, they are not tightly packed, these are open. So for the first time you create a plasma which is open with this environment and inside packed. With the cores, you didn't have this. With the cores, it was a sealed container. Now the sealing is created by number of coils which are nano-coated, which allows the interaction with the atmosphere, with the environment and itself. So in a space, a system like this will allow you to receive and give and stay in balance, but be dominated by layer of the central Paris. You got to realize every single one of these is connected. And they share the energy to the center. We have made a structure of universal system. If you look at it, if you understand it, it's very simple. This is and becomes the principle. In these layers is all transition till you decide the physicality of the matter, which is the spatial boundary. You have 3 layers, 1, 2, and 3, to give it the physicality like the skin of the man. So you see, all the teachings from the beginning are coming together. All the teachings now make sense. Now you understand how you continuously, this is how the origin of the creation of plasma, even in the solar system, is controlled. Because all these, due to the hydrogen in between them, as what we call a plasma, continuously feed to the strongest what is needed. And if you remember, in the teaching of on Tuesday, we said this, which is the inner ring, has to be set slightly lower. So in fact, because these 3, 1, 2, and 3 sit on the same line, they give you the physicality. The core number 4, which is this one, sits on the top, but it receives his field like this inwards. The setup now, after Ali explains, will move into Philippine Innovation Center. And they have made you the set system to see, and we heard just before we start, they can see the fields building up. But you have to realize that in all these innovations, they are using totally a plasma